Now, the world is marking a grim milestone this week, and grim it is. Experts say the COVID-19 death toll is going to reach 2 million within the next few days. South Africa has lost 35,000 people to the virus. That in itself is tragic, but several other countries also taking a massive knock. I want to give you some perspective on this now as data journalist Michael Marillier in front of our big screen with his bag of tricks joins us. And it really is, Michael, good afternoon to you, a very grim situation.
Jeremy, it really is tragic, and the numbers tell just part of the story, because really this is something that strikes really at the heart of our emotions, especially those people who have lost loved ones to the virus. In the beginning, we thought that the fight might take a few weeks or a few months, but it turns out that COVID-19 really is a heavyweight boxer just like this one, and he seems to get stronger and stronger as the rounds go on. And that's really the difficulty that the scientists and the medical experts are trying to deal with, why these waves and these surges just seem to get stronger and stronger. I want to focus very quickly on the numbers when it comes to the death toll, and you'll see how they've grown exponentially over the last year or so. So we seem to hit the height of the first wave, mostly in Europe and the United States, at the middle of April. We saw around about 160,000 deaths. This is total deaths at that particular stage. Towards the end of September, we reached the million mark, a tragic milestone, of course, 1 million people losing their lives to COVID-19. But take a look how quickly, Jeremy, we moved from 1 million deaths to almost 2 million deaths. We really reached that milestone within about 4 months of reaching 1 million deaths. The experts saying that we will probably reach 2 million either tomorrow or perhaps over the weekend. So we're seeing that exponential growth when it comes to the virus. And I just want to put that figure of 2 million in context, because we hear a lot of numbers when it comes to COVID-19. What you're seeing over here is the Boca Juniors football stadium in Argentina. It was once home to the famous player who lost his life last year, Diego Maradona. This stadium can hold 50,000 people. If you wanted to get to 2 million, that figure of 2 million people, you would need 40 of those stadiums. And that just gives you a sense of how many lives have been lost to coronavirus. Where are most of the deaths occurring, Jeremy? Well, this is really interesting. The United States making up the bulk of the deaths. If you take a look at those numbers right there, Jeremy, and you'll get a sense just in terms of where this is actually happening. Around about 385,000 deaths in the USA. Brazil second with just over 200,000. India with about 150,000. But the US is struggling, Jeremy. It makes up around about 4% of the world's population, but 20% of the COVID-19 deaths have happened in the United States. Just to put that in context, South Africa has just under 1% of the world's population. It has 2% of the world's COVID-19 deaths. So certainly the US, one of the most powerful countries in the world, really struggling to deal with this crisis. And it's not just the deaths that are concerning, Jeremy, as we reach that mark of 2 million. It's also the issue of hospitalizations, the amount of people that are seeking hospital beds in the ICUs around the world. In fact, I'm going to finish off with this number, Jeremy. Yesterday, the US had 130 people in hospital beds, 130,000 people in hospital beds, just like that one, all of them with COVID-19. It certainly is a sobering milestone that we're going to reach, Jeremy, over the next few days.
Michael Marillier, thank you. Now